Hello and welcome to my showcase video for my Search for Star 2024 entry, which is named Their Support. I will be talking about my merged concepts, the main mechanics function, additional mechanics, and user interface. I have chosen to merge the genres of single player and cooperative game modes into a single player game, as I believe these genres do not typically feature together in video games. When merged, these genres present more of a challenge to the player, as they will have to focus on two players simultaneously and ultimately serves as the main mechanic of the prototype. The main mechanic allows the player to spawn a second character to provide support to not only the first character, but to the second character as well. The reason is that without each character, the player would not be able to progress and finish the game. This is the reason I decided to name the prototype Their Support, as it is a play on the term air support and both characters support one another. The player is taught how to use the mechanic in the beginning of the level. The player can use this mechanic at any time, but must know when to utilize it. For example, when the player faces a blockage, they must destroy the barrels to progress, kill any enemies that are nearby, or when they cannot see the first character anymore. I will now discuss the additional mechanics and their functions in the prototype. Each of these additional mechanics adds another gameplay element and gives more depth to the prototype. Firstly, the bombs were created to include another puzzle for the prototype. The player must collect the bombs to clear a path through the building. In order to show the player where to place the bombs, I created a transparent overlay which assists the player in this situation. Once the player is near the overlay, then the bomb will be placed, and after a couple of seconds the wall is destroyed. Secondly, the helicopter is the spawn point for the second character. The helicopter also follows the location of the first character, as the player will need to keep this character in their sight throughout the level. Thirdly, the explosive barrels serve as an affordance to the player, as they stand out against other objects and the environment, and also teach the player what their purpose is. The player can destroy these barrels by shooting them. Next are the destructible walls. These walls coincide with the explosive barrels, as they can only be destroyed by the barrel's explosion. Additionally, the explosive barrels also destroy the planks of wood, which then allow the player to progress through the holes in the floor. Furthermore, the health packs will provide the player with full health. I created these as it would be difficult to traverse the building with no health assistances, and this will ease the player's sense of dread knowing there is health on each floor. Finally, the zombies provide a danger and element of a time limit for the player, as the player cannot linger as they would be overrun by the zombies. The zombies can be killed with a rifle with one hit. Additionally, the zombies also spawn when the player has dropped to the next level. I chose to create multiple user interface elements to assist the player, and also provide some clarity to the player's statistics, actions, and game conditions. I implemented a health bar to provide the player with a visual aid of their health. I also implemented a bomb icon to confirm to the player that they have picked up a bomb. This icon also disappears when the player no longer has a bomb in their inventory. Without the crosshair, it would be extremely difficult for the player to know where they are aiming. The crosshair negates this predicament and ultimately assists the player. Next, the damage indicators also give the player two different visual aids to inform them when they have been hit by the zombies. These come in the form of the screen overlay, which shows quickly, and the first character's materials quickly changing colours. Finally, we have the win screen and game over screen. These two screens have identical functions, only their conditions of appearance are different. For example, the win screen will show once the player has won the game, and the game over screen appears once the player has died. Once either screen has appeared, then the player can quit the game or restart the game. Throughout the development of this project, I have learned new skills and ways to create unorthodox mechanics. I have enjoyed creating this prototype, and I have future plans for this game, and hope to create a longer and better gameplay experience in the future. Thank you for watching.